Hey guys, today I'm going to do book talk on Fairest. This is a prequel to the Lunar Chronicles. This is Lavanna's story, so you can see Lavanna on the front. Anyways, this is, the other books in the series are really good. If you haven't checked them out, I really recommend that you read them. This is a very good series. And this book has a really cool detail on the front of it. It shows the thing of Lavanna's castle, which I thought was really pretty on this part and on the back. You can see Earth in the background and all the domes, which I thought was really pretty when I first opened it. So this book, is Lavanna's story. It's her before she met, before Cinder and all of that. You should read the series if you haven't. If you want to check out my book talks for the other books, Cinder, Scarlet, Crescent, Winter, click the eye up here, and you should go read this book because it's pretty good. I mean, it's not the best, but it's still really good. It's still good. So, Fairest by Marissa Meyer. If you haven't read it, you should probably leave now because I'm going to talk about the books in more depth. So you should go read the whole series. It's really good. It's by people who haven't read Fairest. So this one, it starts out where she goes to her parents' funeral because they had been killed, and then her sister was going to be queen, but she was going to be a terrible queen, and she knew it from then. And so she takes the role as queen, and she doesn't take any of her duties seriously when they're talking about, because they had created the disease that was going to run rampant on Earth, disease or whatever it's called. And then they were talking about, and then her parents had started creating the by-engineered roof soldiers. And at the funeral, because Lavanna has a crush, she's 15 at the beginning of this. She has a crush on Everett, who is a guard. And at the funeral, she meets his wife, Solstice, and sees that she's pregnant, and so she gets really angry. And she sees that she's kind of sick, his wife is sick. And so, after Chenary's queen, someone comes and gives a message to Everett that his wife is in labor and she's not very well at all, and so she wants to leave, but Channing tells him that no, he can't leave. And so Lavanna says that I need to go into town, I need a guard to assist me, and he has to come, and so she's like, whatever. So they go and see his wife, and the wife ends up dying, but she has Winter. And then she forces Everett to marry her. So they're married when she's 16. They get married. And then they have their relationship, which is really forced every time they do anything. And then her sister is also pregnant with Celine, and she ends up having Celine. And she actually takes care of her, unlike their mother did to them. And she gets sick with regolith poisoning, and she ends up dying from that. And Lavanna gets to be queen for 12 more years, because when Celine's 13, because she's 1 at this point, when Celine's 13, she gets to take the throne. So she has 12 years to be queen, and she starts dreaming of killing Celine so that she will be queen forever. And she does it. She does it with fire. She convinced the maid, after she took Winter, she convinced the maid to go into the playhouse and take a nap with Celine and light a candle and put it close to the end of the bedsheet. So the whole thing catches on fire and ends up killing her. And then the doctor says that she's dead, but she doesn't believe her when she says that. But she starts swearing about it and just becomes the queen. Everett has the relationship is still not good. She's still forcing it. She still doesn't love her, even though she uses the glamour of Solstice to cover up her scarred everything that she has. And so it tells the scene of when they're in a playroom. They're in the room and they have holographic fires. And so she her sister first saw him in the hologram fire and is like, see, like, it doesn't hurt. And she lights a real fire, and she starts actually burning stuff in it. And then she cuts off pieces of Vanna's hair and throws it in the fire. Then she grabs a piece of her skirt to throw it in the fire, but then she ends up falling back into the fire. And she gets out of it really fast, but is a little bit burnt, and so she gets really mad at Vanna and forces her to go into the fire and burn herself. She couldn't escape because she was just a little kid. She was 6 when this happened, and she was using her glamour on her. So no one saved her until after the screaming. And then she went to Everett's room, and then before this she had convinced had ordered the Image Haddon to come kill Everett because she wanted to form a marriage alliance with Emperor Iken or Kai, either one of them. And so she had him kill him, and she said that he would marry him and he would become king. And then he came in there and he killed him, and she after he was bleeding out from the gunshots, she went over there and she stabbed him. And so he was dead, and she had and she was sorry, and she was sorry to Everett, and she was crying over him. And then he's like, promise that you'll take care of Winter. And she's like, I eventually said, I promise. So that's how the book ends. It leaded up all the way to that part, and then the next part of it would be, and there's still a gap between now and Cinder. But overall, I really enjoyed this series. I really enjoyed Lunar Chronicles. I thought it was a very good series. So comment your opinions down below on the series, if you liked it, your favorite book, and what you thought of this one if you have read it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.